Nope, not working. Hello, we are live. Well, yeah, it is Wednesday. February now? 2024. I got Michael Ham, Ziggy No. We're talking live sports cards breaks, news in the hobby, whatever's going on, man. So thanks for stopping by. Michael, what's going on with you, sir? What's top of mind for you in the hobby?
Not much. Are you able to lower the music a little?
Yep.
That's better. I was overpowering us there for a second.
Sorry about that.
Nothing much really. Been in some Bowman breaks. Been opening some Bowman. Got my hands on some Optic. Opened some of that. Bowman breaks. I've been doing decent for getting in. You know, for the price. I go into random, so you just don't know what team I'm going to end up with. I only went into one break where I selected a team. It was in a jumbo hobby box or hobby case. I got the Reds because I was just kind of hunting Ellie cards and or maybe a Pete Rose. I didn't really get anything crazy. I think I one numbered Ellie card and then a bunch of rookies. But
that's good.
Took a shot at it. You know, I wanted to take a shot at one thing. I thought that was the best price entry point for a case.
Are you doing
jumbos.
hobby?
So
hobby?
Yeah,
or
hobby
retail?
jumbo. That
Okay.
On my Facebook stuff, I do retail, just because those guys are smaller guys and it's cheap buy-ins. You know, you get 2 spots for like $20. And then you just and with the way retail works this year with Bowman, you can hit anything. The guy that I break with, one of them, he hit a anime superfractor of Marcella Meyer out of a blaster box. So
isn't it
you can
crazy
hit
the
anything.
big hits that are showing up in retail?
Yeah, but that's what I'm used to. And you know what I was thinking is, you know, Topps has always been that product where there are very few hobby only cards that are truly hobby only. And then there's everything else. Upper Deck used to be the same way. You could look on a box or retail and yeah, the odds are higher, but you still have a chance of pulling the card. You know, but Upper Deck, since the Bedards come out, they pulled that back. They started making more exclusive stuff. So I hope more places or they don't start doing this to more product, because if that's the case, then I'm going to probably be out on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's just, I'll tell you a couple of things I've realized. Retail is coming out earlier. It's coming out around the same time that the hobby products are coming out, if not earlier, like Panini stuff has been. There are lots of it. There are waves of it. And you're right, in break groups, it's actually affordable. Like I've seen I've actually had to turn down some really great prices on Optic and on Select PYT breaks. I'm like, oh my God, I want to get in that break. Oh my God, I can't do that one. It's just because I'm trying to keep my budget intact, but there's a lot of opportunity. And it's funny, I used to be hobby only, but right now I like to do cases of retail. You know, like a $20 or $40.
In certain stuff,
whatever.
it's a way better buy, to be honest with you. Because hobby, I mean, you get more cards usually out of the retail than you do the hobby. That's the first thing. So if you're looking for rookies, even if it's not colored, you still end up with more. Or in a hobby box, you know, you watch like Prism, you watch hobby get ripped open and a whole case and somebody gets 1 Stroud base. You're like, I can rip an entire case of retail and get 3 Strouds and then possibly color. A lot easier.
Yeah. Again, I don't know. In fact, I think that, like, I don't know why. I'm not gonna say why. I don't know why more people don't break. Obviously, breaking is very popular. I don't know why people give it so much grief. You know, like everything's blame the breakers. Everything's blame the guys behind the breaks.
That's why the product's so high and cost. If breaking didn't exist, we wouldn't have $30 retail blasters. It would still be $20.
So I argue, though, it's not the breakers, it's the buyers of the singles. Because, well, for example, buying in the breaks, what keeps me fueled is that I know I can sell it. If I couldn't sell it to people, I would eventually run out of money to buy breaks.
But what percent of singles are people truly buying out of a product?
I'm talking about the graded cards you can get out of breaks.
I'm just saying, but I mean, what 10% of all cards broken out of a product are actually have some type of an intrinsic value to people? And half the people are chasing the same thing because somebody else is chasing it. Yeah. It's not a desire to own, it's a desire to make money, grade to flip. That's the cycle we're in.
I look
we're
at
not
it
in the cycle to collect anymore.
I agree. I realized, like in the last 4 years, I am no longer a collector. I am surfer. I just enjoy the chase, repeat, rinse, and repeat. Now, does that make me a bad person? I don't know. Maybe I am.
That's your style in the hobby right now. I mean, I'm very similar to that. if I'm buying a car for me, it's either extremely PC or something that I feel like I would like to own. I think it has a long-term value. I know sports cars are not investing, which I still think that if you do it right, it can be. But at the end of the day, anything can be worth nothing. Everything can be worth something. So it really doesn't matter in that scenario. But it's just getting into this hobby, and there's only so many avenues in it that are available for somebody to enjoy. There's not a lot, really. There isn't. And half of it's the thrill of the hunt. It's really what it is.
Here's what I think of. I think we talked about this before. I really think, it's funny, I see Flipping Steven here. I think breaking is totally poker, right? And at every poker table, there are fish. There are people who come in there and they just dump their fish guts and they leave. And there's other people who feast off that fish. And that's how breaking is. I really think there are people in breaking. Like, here's another thing. This is a good team sell fast, right?
Of course, because those are the easiest to grade to flip. That's where your biggest return on investment is.
And those people are coming back. Those people buying the breaks. The people you don't see are the guy who chases the the crap teams, I think. But
yeah,
I digress.
The PC collector. Yeah.
But anyway, I think breaking. I love I was shocked. I watched the video. Sports car video was talking to Burbank. I'm still shocked that Burbank does no breaking. That's amazing.
Right now, let's give it
his argument was for this. His argument, Rob's argument, I remember him talking about this in a chat, was he thinks it's, this fractionalized casino, there's no liquidity or whatever. I'm surprised he sees that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could easily be offering people breaks and getting people give them cash right away and get them in new boxes. So anyway,
yeah,
I think you'll see more of that in the future. I also think with allocations, you're going to see more people getting the breaks or breaking.
Well, I mean, that, and they're forcing breaking down our throat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's the easiest way for them to move product. So I mean, think about all the people breaking and the amount of product that's coming out. And like, for instance, Optic, we can't even find it at retail. So they're making so much more, but we can't find it. So it's not that much, because Bowman it's getting dropped and nobody's there to pick it up.
Well, you can find Optic brakes, can't you?
Yeah, but they're really expensive. I mean, right now you got people even locally here. You can buy Optic for $65, $70 a blaster on Marketplace.
I haven't analyzed. I haven't analyzed it, but to me, when I look at expensive, I look at what are the Texans cost and what's the total cost of the brake. Like, if a 10-box brake is roughly $350 total cost, and the Texans, are they selling for $200 for that PYT? Are they $100?
Probably more because of the possibility of the downtowns. That's what everybody's buying it for. They're Optic downtowns. That's what they're buying it for.
I mean, because there's only so many chases in there, right? There's the Optic downtowns. Correct. And the
Apollos. All the Stroud colors. And then the color parallels through each individual Walmart, Target, Mega, Blaster, all that crap that goes on as well. And then you have those Optic downtowns that people are paying out the butt for. So yeah, that's what they're chasing. I guarantee it's probably more than 200. I mean, I opened 5 blaster boxes. I didn't even sniff a Stroud. I got destroyed on 5 blasters. Like, I might be able to sell all the cards to pay for 1 blaster.
See, I want to point out, I have set a budget. I'm over budget right now, and I decided to sit out on this Optic and Select. It is killing me because part of me wants to. I have a whole bunch of cards.
I'm now like pretty much out on Select. I don't want to deal with Select at all. Optic, because of the rated rookie thing, that still holds an extreme value over time. So I'm fine with that, and I'd rather have Optic over standard Donruss. So that's why I jumped into a little bit of Optic. Plus, it was there. I was able to get it at retail, so why not try it? I even shared that with my friends. I could have bought it all and hoarded it. And I called my other buddies, like, y'all want some of this? They're like, yeah. So I was able to get them some boxes as well.
And you just gave them sold singles to them? Single boxes?
No, I gave them box blasters.
Yeah.
I let them buy blasters.
Yep, I've done that. See, I'll be honest. If I were to see it, here's another thing too. When I go to the store, I don't want to see it in the store. Like, I'll walk by and go, please don't be there. Please don't be there. Please don't be there. Because I don't want to buy blasters. If I'm going to buy into that shit, I want to buy the Texans in a 20 or 40 box blaster break. I really do. That's how I would approach it. I don't want all the junk. I don't want the downtown of some. I saw somebody yesterday pulled some crappy downtown. I'm like, yeah, I only want the downtown of CJ Stroud. I know there's probably other chases in there too, but I would be focused on that. I would not chase boxes in that product. breaking is the way to go, man. It's funny. I actually was going to maybe try to do a break tonight. I got some break credit from Fanatics.
I have break credit through one of the guys I have, and I haven't used it. It's been like 2 months. I have like a $30 break credit.
Why do you not use that? That stuff to me, that's like crack to me. When I have break credit, it's like talks to me. So I got break credit today.
I'm to the point now. I'm so targeted on very specific product that I don't mind sitting back and just waiting. And with football right now, you have to wait, so it doesn't matter.
Again, not to do a commercial here for Fanatics, because it's not a commercial for Fanatics though. But this is what I like about Fanatics. I can get on and find almost any product that's actively being sold right now. You can find it on there. Fanatics Live. You don't use Fanatics Live, right? Because it's your Android guy. Is that correct? Or no?
No, it's on Fanatics Live now.
Okay, but are you using Fanatics Live or no?
I don't go on there. If I can do anything, I jump on Whatnot. But most of my breaks that I get into are just through Marketplace or eBay.
Yeah. Why Whatnot?
Just because if I want instant gratification to get into something, it's usually available for me to scan a room, figure out what's available, or if somebody's doing a prize wheel where you get you can bid and then you get 2 or 3 teams, which I do like because you fill a break really quick and you are able to sometimes get rid of some of the lesser desired teams and you can still get a lot of money for your spins. So I do like that option, and it just happens fast. Like you don't have to sit in a room for 2 hours for somebody to fill all the teams by doing a pick your team, because a pick your team always turns into the last 5 teams we're going to random because nobody wants to either pay for it or isn't willing to pay for it because it's so shitty.
I understand. I'm not going to argue that. Like
I hate pick your team when it takes forever to fill.
I buy the teams and I often will just not pay attention. I'll come back later to watch the replay. I don't want to sit around because I don't want to be the guy who gets talked into filling the goddamn break. I don't want to do that. That's like a rule. Don't be a filler.
Hey, Steve, I saw Steve's comment. Don't get rid of Das Boot. That's like a trophy now. I better be in the background of videos.
And you should have that autographed. Maybe get like PSA graded. Anyway, the thing I like about Fanatics Live, like I said, I can almost get anything. I find Whatnot was annoying to me because I did not like the little spinning wheel, and I also did not like when I did it. I was getting billed transactionally, like they weren't combining shipping. That was annoying at the time.
That is annoying. I don't care for that. I mean, I understand why they have to do it because they need to make sure people aren't doing stupid crap and backing out and just canceling a card because they didn't hit stuff and they're $5,000 in debt. So they have to do something. That's the only way to protect themselves.
Yep. I saw one of my friends. I used to buy breaks with him on IG. He's moved all his business over to TikTok.
But what happens if TikTok gets shut down in 9 months?
I agree. Well, again, I'll put it this way. He moved from IG to TikTok and there was no drop to him. In fact, he lost me because I don't use TikTok, but that's no Boston.
All the guys on TikTok are doing great.
Yeah, the fees though are really low. That's why.
Yeah,
like extremely low to keep the buyers over there. I guess it's because they're trying to, fight the whole government losing the government thing. So I stick with Fanatics Live right now, and I would say mainly Facebook breaks. If I'm gonna look for a break, I'll start in Facebook first, like you said, and then kind of move from there. I also like Mojo breaks. I'm in there. In fact, that reminds me. I was looking at an old video, dude. Mojo has like several, Fanatics products listed coming up, like low end, mid tier. I cannot wait. I almost feel like a hypocrite here because I know everybody's been grilling the influencers for the unlicensed product, but I really cannot wait for the Topps products to come.
Yeah.
Just because I'm chasing again the wave. I could give a shit about the licensing. I'm not going to argue the value.
Probably getting into breaks moving forward after this Bowman, really, unless I dabble in a little more optic or buy something at the store itself. I'm pretty much saving up for Topps Chrome baseball, the Topps Chrome Fanatic stuff, basketball, and the Chrome football or whatever pack they're going to come out with all the mixed stuff. Those right now to me seem like the 3 biggest plays for sure, and especially the Topps Chrome basketball. I don't know how much it's going to be when it comes out, but whatever it is, I'm assuming it's going to double immediately per box, like without blinking an eye. Double.
Here's what annoys me about that. I feel like I'm being set up by the influencers on that one too, man.
No, you're being set up by Fanatics. Fanatics wants the influencers to do what they say, so you play by their rules, and they're going to pump it too. But what do you see bad about it?
Okay, but here's my point. Here's my fear. I believe everybody in that room knows what the price is going to be. Jeff and those guys know what the allocated price is going to be.
Listen, I've asked a lot of people under the radar. Some people that are really good at they know if they tell me something, I'm not going to say anything. and they said we have no idea what it's going to cost us yet. So they literally don't have an idea. I think Fanatics is fighting internally. Do we drop the hammer on this and it's $500 a box with one auto, or do we lightly drop the hammer at $300 a box, hold a bunch of product back when it goes up, then re-release it on Fanatics at the new level?
No,
listen, it's about money.
I understand what they should do.
They don't care about you.
What I'd like to see, I understand what I'd like to see though. Honestly, I'd like for whatever their suggested retail price is, which I'm hoping is around $199 to $299 a box.
No, $299
they
a minimum.
put it available on the website with maximum allocations per household or something like that, and give everybody out there an opportunity. Like, run it out there for 48 hours. You can control. So because here's the thing, we know they're gonna make a lot of it. If you made it so that everybody can get a little taste, I'm not gonna be quite as pissed if 3 months later or 3 weeks later it's going for more. I'll be, hey, I got my taste and I didn't get more. Whatever it is, I understand that. What will piss me off though is, like I said, is if it comes out where the stores are selling it and they're setting the price at $500 a box, and me as Joe consumer, I'm sitting there going, what? Where was my direct price? Let me even point this out too. I'm a Montgomery Club member, motherfucker. I think the Montgomery Club members, I know they won't.
I don't even know what that means.
I know, but I'm just saying, I'm hoping. I really am hoping. Like, here's another thing they should do: give out a membership. Join a membership program and get access to the product. I'll join your damn membership program right now.
They will, but they'll do something like that in the future. They got a lot of tricks up their sleeves right now. They're going to throw a lot of stuff to see if it sticks, and I'm happy about it.
We're going to stick that stuff's going to stick everywhere.
Correct, it is. It's going to stick. It's going to be all over the place.
Yes.
Black light time, baby.
It's sticky, man.
But here's the thing with the Topps Chrome, we don't even know how it's going to be broken down. Are there going to be jumbo boxes? Is everything going to be a hobby box? Is it going to be at retail? God, if that's at retail, that's going to be a shit show. But it's we don't even know the formats yet. Is there going to be an HTA version of it where you get 5 autos? I mean, that'll be stupid too. So it's just like, holy crap! What they could literally launch a product that turns the entire hobby upside down, from retail to hobby to breaking, all the way in one fell swoop. Whack at the legs. And guess what?
It's fun.
Everybody, even the people that don't want to do it, are going to get in, because there's so many options in this product already. You have already autos in this product that a bunch of people want easily. And as long as
what autos are most attractive to you?
Well, obviously Wemby, LeBron, and Steph.
Well, see, to me, it's only the Wemby. The LeBron and Steph. Okay, why do I care more about a Wemby or LeBron than I would about the ones that are currently out in the market now that are either licensed or not?
But there's not a lot of LeBrons out on the market.
But shouldn't this one come in lower than what is currently in the market because it's on an unlicensed product? How many logic? I know logic's wrong. It doesn't work. I'm just saying.
Tell me this: how many Laker uniform type cards does he have that are autoed?
Oh my God!
Straight to the nuts. That's what you just got.
You're right. You know what else is going to come out, dude? You know somebody right now is cutting up. I hate to say this. Someone's cutting up some Kobe autos and putting them in some dual auto. Kobe cut auto, LeBron auto. Absolutely.
Think a triple auto of Wemby, Steph, and LeBron. What's that go for?
Dude, they should have, here you go, Mervin. You should be right now with scissors cutting up a Panini, like Prism card, like a Prism Gold card. Go, let me cut this shit up and put into like a LeBron. Dude, that would be epic. That's marketing.
You have Wemby, which outside of some type of freak injury or him doing something stupid, playing the way he does even this year for an entire career, 15, 20 years, he's a Hall of Famer. LeBron's already a Hall of Famer. Steph's going to be a Hall of Famer. I'm like, imagine a triple auto of that. Holy crap, dude.
Again, honestly, I only want the Wemby. I do want one Wemby auto out of this product. I don't believe in the hype of the multi. This one? Yeah, just out of one of these. But what I mean by that, I want a rookie year Wemby auto. I'd like 2 of them, honestly. I'd like 5 so every kid can have one.
Well, when you get your Wemby Prism back, sell that, take that money, and buy an auto.
I will.
Don't play no games with that crap.
Did you see what I sent you today? That one just like it went for $5,000.
Yeah,
that made me really excited.
I told you that.
I also got back this beautiful card the other day. Check this out, man. Oh, I can't find it now.
I'll show you a card that I got. I bought it on eBay, so it's not like anybody can't go look at it. But good old Ken Jeong. I got
Who is that?
That's the guy from The Hangover, the little Asian guy.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you,
That's
man.
pretty cool.
Fuck you. That's what he says.
That's very cool.
This one's numbered out of 25. You don't pop up very often.
This is my Wemby that came back, the red icon, came back a PSA 10. I'm very excited about this.
What's that worth?
I don't know. One sold for like $8.99. PSA 10.
The thing is you know how it's going to go. Everything's going to flatten out a little bit on his stuff. As soon as NBA season kicks back up again later this year, it all goes right back up again.
So should I sell it now or do I wait towards a national? Because I agree with you. I think I get
the only thing difference that happens from now to then is more Wembys get brought into the market, whether it's the same or different product. So more options start happening.
Yeah.
And then people probably stop trying to chase other product.
I was selling it immediately.
I'm
going to send that immediately. I think you're right because I've already noticed with Select, dude, there's like gold Selects popping out everywhere.
Yep.
And you know, like you said, Optic will be out in a few weeks.
Yep. And Select's kind of a joke. So Select's become a joke. It's not valuable. It's not top tier anymore. It's a joke. You know, I don't even care for it whatsoever.
But let's be honest, and I'll be honest too. I think I'd rather have a Select gold than a Monopoly gold.
Which Select?
Any Select gold than a Monopoly
gold?
No,
there's different tiers. No.
Wait, let me just ask you. You put the Monopoly gold above even a Select Concourse gold?
Probably, I would.
That's nice of you to say. I like that because I would have thought
it's Prism's flagship, flagship.
Monopoly. It's like the redheaded stepchild. I love you, dude. I love it. Tell me more.
That's fine. It's one of those things that's odd and different, and if people like the player, they're going to want the different odd thing. That's how that works.
So I do have a PSA submission coming back tomorrow, which is all just the base Wemby Prism Monopolies, all 9s and 10s. All of them 9s and 10s. I was
either sell them or start moving them into better product that you can get more money for.
I'm selling. In fact, I'm trying to think how I want to sell them. Do I want to bulk sell those to somebody? Do I nickel and dime them?
That sounds like easy repack stuff for somebody.
Oh, don't say that word.
You like it? Stop it.
No, I don't. I don't want to know that.
It is. You're the creator of repack. You're the reason they exist.
No.
Yeah, You forced it on everybody. You're going to be on the Mountain Rushmore of the repack icon wall.
We need a regulated repack. That's what we need. Regulated repacks.
No, we need a vintage repack. That's what I'm
sure they have a vintage repack. I guarantee.
There's only one guy even attempting to do it, and he hasn't hit. Like, I want to see somebody that takes a PSA 4 manual and throws it in there and stuff like that for.
I will say, I've seen some compelling repacks too. I mean, some really Mojo Breaks had one where they were repacking sealed wax, so you could actually pull a redemption for a box of like Exquisite or some shit. I'm like,
I love
that's so tempting. Oh, you sons of bitches. Do you repackers. You damn repackers.
Hey, Steve, Neo knows that they're not getting past the Celtics. Don't worry about that.
Hey, what's the score in that game? Because I have the Cavs with points.
I don't know. The Cavs are so streaky sometimes. I don't trust them.
I know. In fact, the whole NBA has been kind of interesting. The back and forth, dude. What happened? I mean, like 2 games or 3 games ago, right? The Timberwolves were up 2-0, and now are they down 3-2 or?
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, amazing.
Once the Magic are out, I don't pay a ton of attention. I just watch everybody else freak out because one guy has 2 good games and his cards go up 300% for no reason.
I love that though. It's kind of back to pre-COVID normalcy, in my opinion.
In certain aspects, yeah, 100%.
Right. I mean, I feel that way. I do.
Yeah.
So I forgot. So have you decided what you're doing? You're doing Fanatics? Any of the Fanatics events?
The Orlando one I'll do for sure. I don't think I'm going to make the New York one.
Okay.
It's just too close to the National, and then the Orlando ones. Even if I stay in Orlando and don't want to drive every day, if I get a group of people that want to go to the Orlando, we can just get a room over there. It'll be easier, and then just enjoy those 3 days over there.
Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing the kids down for that.
Yeah, a lot of people are actually.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one to do that. Yeah, I really want to go to Fanatics Fest. I've almost purchased a ticket yet. I need to do a few things before I pull the trigger on that. I really think they're going to drop. Here's my guess: Fanatics will drop Sapphire Basketball Chrome at Fanatics Fest.
I don't know. I think that would be closer to December, and they'd really peg the Christmas crowd.
No. Because there's gonna be something exclusive to Fanatics Fest. There's gonna be some FOMO, man. Something's gonna make you wish you were there. I just don't know what it is. It's over. Celtics won by 15. Only by 15? Because I have 15 and a half. Only 15? Oh, let me say this too real quickly.
How do you get a half a point in basketball?
I am a degenerate gambler. I really like Fanatics' goddamn app. Their betting app.
I haven't even touched it.
Again, if do you gamble? Do you use apps at all, or are you not a gambler?
I gamble by opening cards.
Okay, then I don't want to talk to you about this. But if you are a gambler out there, I do recommend the Fanatics app because instead of getting like credits for like more fucking gambling, you can get Fanatics points to buy boxes of fucking cards, dude.
Well, like, see now you're luring me in.
But dude, I am going to buy a box of cards from my gambling. Now you're probably saying because you're losing, idiot. No, I'm not losing. I'm actually doing well. Every time you gamble, win or lose, they put a little tab goes in your little Fanatics pocket, and it's actually building up. So I'm super excited.
That does make it more intriguing for me.
And that's what I thought too. Now here's what they haven't done. I can't cross it over to my breaks yet. I can't use Fanatics credits in my
Fanatics Live
yet. But I have to assume that's coming. When they do that, man, they got me.
Yeah, maybe because I might open up too much litigation for legal purposes. I don't know how online gambling works, but I know he had to sell a team in order to get to do it. So
we're so close to that day. I can buy into a break. I can send the card, get it liquidated, turn it into cash, bet on a game, or even better, right now, when I bet on a game, after I win a game, I can convert the money into Fanatics bucks and buy a box of cards to celebrate. Like tonight, you go, "Hey, I'm going to bet on Celtics."
Sound like you're advertising for Fanatics here.
Here's what I'll tell you, dude. I'm not getting paid by these bastards, but I'm telling you what they're doing. They are gambling wizards, man. And this is another thing I'll say too. This is why I'll be honest. I don't want kids in this because to me, this is adults only. It's gambling. I want less competition. I want more visibility. I want to win. I don't want to compete with some kid in my Fanatics Live app on the spin the wheel of death.
The wheel of Wimby. And no matter what, you get a Wimby. There's just different variations on the wheel.
No,
what do you think
excited.
of PSA's big slab announcement?
I'm not as surprised by that. I was watching Little Victories, and he had kind of talked about it before. He apparently had some of them, and I don't know how he knew it or he was told he got some, but he was showing them, and he explained the only way to crack them is to freeze them. And I'm pretty sure I'm giving Little Victories credit for this. I was pretty sure it was his video, and I did that. So I had one recently because I've been getting PSA submissions back rather recently, and if you just freeze it, it cracks. You kind of got to cut the top around, top around the label.
And it doesn't freeze the card inside? Because does that count as Kirk's card care?
Well, first of all, what I'd say this, you're in Florida, so there's a lot of humidity down there. So you could risk, freezing some humidity. But here,
why can't you just cut it with the Dremel and then stick a flathead in it and turn it sideways?
Because it's a little more rubbery.
Crack it?
It's a little more rubbery.
The Dremel doesn't care about rubber.
I don't know what the triple dig thing is, to be honest with you. But to me, I throw it in the freezer for like 10 minutes. I take it out. I take my little needle nose, my what are those power things, crack on the corner, snap it open, and it comes. And like I think someone pointed out, there's some new containers in there. Like there's a new plastic thing that covers the card now, and in some of the bigger cards, there's actually a mini protector around it. So they're definitely doing more. I mean, I applaud PSA for doing that.
Yeah, Steve says he was saying that the PSA slabs have been harder to break, and he uses a Dremel. He uses a Dremel now.
Steve, can you show us a Dremel in one of your videos? It sounds like a gerbil.
I think he has. He has. I know he's fired something up in it before.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, and I'd say too, I have another big PSA 50 card. It's in the assembly right now, so that means any day grades will pop right. Oh, I'm super excited. And I have been sending cards to the vault.
I have like 9 or 10 cards I sent in through my group submitter here in Tampa. Like a little over a week ago. So I'll see how that comes back. It was mixed between hold for long term and then try to flip now just because half the stuff, I know all the videos have been out about the 9 raw graded, blah, blah, blah. But it's still hard to move raw, even at 9 or raw prices, without somebody like over detecting the card and trying to pick it apart before they buy it.
I agree. I will say the biggest influence on me in 2024 has been SCV.
I don't get influenced.
Well, I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, I listen to shit, and it does help me make decisions. And what I mean by that is that I have started subbing my own cards, man. And I will tell you, you should do it too. Everybody should. There's really a lot of value in it. If you're doing,
you gotta pay. You gotta pay to ship stuff, right?
You do, but my point is,
I don't pay to ship stuff.
It's worth it.
Overall, I go through a personal friend, so I'm not even worried about it.
Okay,
it's not like I don't know the people.
It's not about that. It's not because I'm still using a friend to do some of my cards too. I have like probably 100 cards with him. What I like about it though, here's my explanation, is now that I'm using the app, dude, I feel immersed in the experience because I submit the card in the little app. I'm just using the phone app. It's fucking easy as shit. You don't have to fill any paperwork. I see the card go through the process, right? Here's a cool part.
But I don't want to know what it grades.
I understand.
I want to get it back and see it.
I understand that, but I do like the part where it shows you, and I can say this one kind of like taking a little off the side. I can send to the vault, and as soon as that vault is eBay sold,
I don't want to vault anything. I want my card.
I don't want to vault. I want to sell though, and that path to sales is getting faster, buddy. And I'm just telling you right now.
But the path to sale is based on how you want to sell it. Can you sell it locally for cash more than you can sell it for? If it's a card that's rare enough that has to go online, that's fine. But if it can come back to you and you can do better, I don't want fees. I want to sell it on an open platform.
I don't disagree, but I like being able to sort that. I also like registry. I can add to my collection. There's
all those things. Cool stuff there. All those things do not interest me.
I sound like
I'm not. You are. You're just selling a bunch of shit now. Is what you're doing. I'm gonna start writing this down, Ziggy, and I'm gonna tell you.
I'm giving you the user. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying, guys. I love submitting my own cards right now, and I thought the same thing. I was like, why do I do this? Oh, it's so tedious.
Well, it's also a game. Did I get it right? Did I get it right? Does the wizard see what I see?
I got slaughtered. I got slaughtered. I have some fucking PSA. Look at this. I don't understand how this is a 7, and I got a 6 here too. 7 and 6. These are modern cards. These are shiny, beautiful cards.
Listen, this is one of the good things too. When I go through my buddy for submission, I'm first of all, I'm extremely picky. Like I don't even take cards that I don't think will be a 9 to a 10. I'm aiming for 10s. And then he looks it over too, and he'll be like, "Well, did you see this?" Like I'm getting that second set of eyes to possibly show me something I missed. Because sometimes I'll take it knowing darn well they're not going to knock it. If everything else is a 10 and this thing might be a 9 on surface, and it like little light scratches or a little roller mark, they're not going to ding that and take it out of a 10. So I already know that. Plus PSA, for instance, grades the back of the card, where like SGC doesn't really grade the back of the card. So if you want to get something by with a little more back action to it, you go to SGC because they're all about the front of the card, and I don't give two shits about the back of the card, really. I don't even know if they flip it over. Just go
Again, I'll go back and I'm going to credit SCV. 80% showing the fuck up. Send the card in. Too many people exclude these cards going, oh, this one's not going to make it. Send it in. It might make it. Maybe it's a 10. You might be surprised. Now, again, you're going to get slaughtered from time to time. I'm not worried about my percentages. I'm just enjoying the wave. You hit those 10s
I gotcha.
They pay so well. Okay, I'm checking my bet here. I think I won. Is that crazy? Yes.
What are we getting if we win?
Oh, that's fucking great. 15.5 was my spread. They won by 15. That's awesome. I do love gambling.
It's fun. That's why I stick to cards. That's my gambling.
I agree.
The only difference is I end up with something that still has value.
Okay, I want to do a skit. I need some help. Here's a skit, right?
Oh gosh, here we go.
Dude is trying to fill a high-end break, right? He's got like the flawless fucking triple case, dude, and we can't get the last spot filled. It's, I don't know, the worst team, the fucking Clippers, right? No one will get the Clippers. Hey, Mike, hold on a second. I'll be right back. Guy runs down to the local church. They're having a Gamblers Anonymous meeting. He sits down, has a cup of coffee, and starts talking about how he's gone through addiction as a gambler, and the only way he was able to get out of it was by finding a hobby like collecting sports cards. Man, you guys can save your life tonight if you get in a sports card. Anybody want to buy the Hawks? I got the Hawks right now. It's okay. Come on, anybody want to buy the Hawks? I mean, would that not be a great skit?
It'd be decent, especially with me working in drug and alcohol rehab, so I have a crossover there.
Oh my god! I think someone should do that. They could. Oh, because that's the place to go find breakers, right? Go to Gamblers Anonymous. You can find people to fill breaks all day
Listen, that's
long.
why I always tell people, if you want to start a hobby, go fishing. You can't get in too much trouble doing that. Okay?
Yeah, but somebody starts betting on it. I bet you I can catch this next fish.
You just go fishing. It's a great waste of time, good time to think, and you get some action. It's the easiest thing to do.
It is
But
funny.
the PSA slab thing to me, on my side of this, which I'll probably talk about in a little live drive thingy or whatever drive you want to call it, I do, is, first of all, they said they've been working on this for 3 years. I'm sorry. It would take me 3 weeks to tell you what I want and for you to spit it out. Okay. Medical grade plastic. I get upset because I saw all the jargon and crap terms they were using. Extra UV protection. So is it better than a slab mag? The same as a slab mag? Do I still need a slab mag? Do I put polarization on it myself? I'm like, why are you chipping away at something? It took 3 years to chip away at a new case, which I honestly think the manufacturer who makes the plastics say, hey, we no longer use this shit plastic anymore. We have a newer plastic. We'll give it to you at the same price, and you can pitch it like you changed something. Like, they didn't do anything special. They still probably don't have the best slab on the market. Nobody still has a slab that I want, to be honest with you. If I want a card that is very valuable, that I want to keep pristine, that I want in something super nice, they don't offer a luxury slab. That pisses me off. And I already know what it could be made out of. I already know how it could be made. I know everything about it. And yet they are not tapping a market that is untouched by any other grading company, because it has to be a grading company that does it, because the hobby's not going to allow you to take a graded card and just put it in a bigger slab. I don't like the idea of slabbing a slab. This is my problem with slab mags. I understand it. I don't like it because I'm just getting farther away from the damn thing I want to look at, and I don't like that. At that point, I might as well have a digital image carried on my phone and never look at the damn card. I'm like, ooh, look at my little digital image and flip it around. At that point, we're right back at NFTs. That's all you did, just reopen a stupid door. So just do stuff right. I just don't understand who's at the top making decisions that says this is a good idea. And I almost feel like it comes from the top. Nobody wants to tell that guy it sucks or there's something better because he wants to be the one with the idea. And I feel like Panini's entire process is built off of this idea, because they're getting slaughtered right now. I don't know what they're going to do. Them losing that EPL license to Fanatics already. At what point do they have anything left in America? I mean, what? WNBA? Woo! Yay! Down the drain you go, buddy. Enjoy that circle. No, you're being an idiot right now. Just a bunch of idiots. I don't know what's going on. Bad decisions. I just feel like I never know how somebody so smart and rich can be at the top of somewhere and be so dumb at the same time. And I just feel like this is across the board at all of these companies, with the exception of probably Fanatics right now, because they're the only ones leading the horse to water to make it drink, and we're all drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
That
Panini's
one
been
company.
Dead quiet. I mean, Panini's been dead quiet in my
They've
opinion.
been dead quiet my entire life.
Well, I would say they used to have a voice. They used to have a channel. They used to have Tracy Heckler, who used to do stuff. They used to have some.
That guy,
but
Tracy was like on the fifth circle out. Like,
I understand what I'm saying. They've gone dead quiet, even to the point, like, for example, like, what's his name? Bench Clear used to have a friend over at Topps and a friend over at Panini. Now all he knows is people at Topps. Like, you're right. I think Panini's dead. It really does.
I don't even know who even actually really runs Panini. The servers are still. We always bring up the servers. Those went missing and just poof, no big deal. But I'm pretty sure they stole their own servers is what happened. But it's just like there's no information on the company. There's nobody talking about I worked at PNA or Panini. It's like they get let go and they get eliminated by the government or some shit.
I do know. So I will say
I know more about aliens than I do about Panini.
I have one friend there, and many of us will know this person. Eric Norton is over there, and I spoke to him at the National last year, and he did tell me he can't talk because of the lawsuit that was going on. So I didn't press at the time. I just appreciate him talking. I will say at that time, this is last year, July of last year, he told me then that the Paninis had a limited use on their licensing for college football and all that stuff. And I knew then that the Strouds were going to, blow up. So he wasn't like leaking information, but he was sharing information at times. He since has been quiet. So real quickly, anybody know what Dylan Cruz spot went for in 100 cases of Bowman? A fucking 100 cases of Bowman. Wow. Wow.
100K? I'll just throw something out
I
there.
don't even know. I would love to know the answer, Bowman Junkie. That's just bigger than I could swallow, because how do you even process all that fucking cards coming in?
Well, they got guys processing as it's going through. I mean,
No, I mean, you, the
who-
buyer of that, when that comes in, you get your 100 cases of fucking cards.
yeah.
Where do you start grading that shit?
Houdini does it too. He's been doing it for years.
Here's another thing I think too. I do think that all these breakers, they buy into each other's breaks. And what I mean
Nope.
by that is they know, well, I'm just
No,
gonna
they
give you
get
a conspiracy
allocated.
theory.
They get allocated side product at an extremely reduced rate. I
But
already
they
know that.
know, for example, they know the best teams are going to have the best hit. So they know, or people know which teams to buy.
Ziggy,
You
with
can't
Bowman,
you can't get the
with
best teams in some
Bowman,
of these
you
breakers.
don't know shit, because 3 weeks from now, Dylan Cruz could break his damn
Okay.
leg, and now Wyatt Jenkins is the new guy, and then he gets hurt, and then Aiden Smith is the new guy. You don't know. That's what's nice
Well,
about Bowman. You
I'm
could
saying
go
it's
in
hard.
blind.
Not just
and
Bowman,
win.
but these bigger breakers, it's hard to buy the good teams on them because they sell it so damn fast.
Because everybody's in a race to grade to flip.
Oh.
That's why. That's it. First to market.
I'll say this, like, for
You know,
example,
Topps coming out and say
okay,
that
let me say this.
they're going to start penalizing people.
Here's my
for
point to
breaking
this.
product early. They don't care.
Here's my point to this. Okay, as a consumer of a product, I would rather there be 1,000 breakers that all have an equal allocation of product, that they're all competing for my business by putting out breaks, instead of having 10 breakers who control all the prices in the product.
This
That
is the whole
concerns
point
me.
of Fanatics Live being ran
No,
by Fanatics, so that they can manipulate these prices.
I don't think that Fanatics doesn't make the money. Then the breakers make the money. Then they don't want the breakers.
No,
to make all
no.
the money.
But the breakers that break for Fanatics Live get paid by Fanatics. They're not getting spot break prices. I mean, I saw a 10-box break of Optic football. I added it up. It ended up $975 for 10 boxes that sell for $35 each at retail that they got them for. So they went in at $350. They sold at $975. What, $200 to ship? I mean, you're still making $250, $275 by just opening the crap and shipping it.
$25K for Dylan Cruz. See, I wouldn't pay that. Would you pay that? Let me ask you this: 100 cases of Prism. Would you spend that much for Wimby?
Well, remember, with the Dylan Cruz, you're not just chasing autos there. You got all the color base and everything else. Think about it this way: if Wimby had an auto in Prism plus all the color, would 25K be okay?
Probably.
Oh, it'd probably be 250K.
Yeah.
So,
It
you
is
see what I'm
fucking
saying?
How do you explain that to somebody outside cards? How do you go and go, hey man,
First of all, the people that get into
$25,000,
this-
is actually a good idea.
There are still people that get into group breaks like this, and they go in with a group of people and literally
Yes.
to buy to sell. Okay.
Yep.
And then you have the people that are stupid rich. 250K is literally like your one weekend at the casino. They don't
Yep.
care, and they like doing this because they want to be able to buy it and be the ones with it. You know, it's like when you go to an eBay auction that you know is worth $20, but you'll bid 50 just to make sure you win.
Well, it's
That's
also
what
like
they do.
safari hunting. It's
Yeah,
like
that's what they
hunting.
do. Yeah. You don't have to shoot the animal. You can just buy it and have it in your backyard.
Or playing golf at, Pebble Beach. You're not playing to play at beach. You're playing to say you played at Pebble Beach.
Correct. Yep. Welcome to the show, Ziggy.
I sometimes wish I don't know. I hate the prices of it. I do love the breaking. I guess I should hate the game, not the players, right?
That's right. And too many people hate the players when they just need to hate the game.
Well, I guess here's what does bother me. I don't like when the players take credit for shit they did nothing to do with. Okay, just open the damn box, ship the cards. Don't tell me you made the card happen. It's your fire hands. just open it.
Well, listen, it does sometimes feel like certain people have fire hands, and you can't argue that. So, and that brings more people to buy into those people's breaks because they're luckier to get stuff. So, that's just how it is. The thing is now we actually have a lot more product, or I shouldn't say product, a lot more cards to hit than we used to.
Yeah,
Like, yes, the super gets pulled. Yay. Oh no, am I stop buying the product? No, because there's still a red to 5. There's a 10, the 25, at 50. Like, the opportunity is still there. Yes, we all want to hit the super, but we don't go, oh, the super was pulled, I'm getting out of this. No, you're not.
No,
You're
you're
still
right.
driving
You're
the bus great as can be. That's why everybody
right.
was like, "Oh, the Bowman product's gonna die because all the main supers were pulled." No, it's not, because none of the
So,
fives have been pulled.
so this made me think about the bounties that are out there on these cards, right? And I did a video earlier. Don't you
I
think
don't
we need
think
a
so.
bounty website, a bounty page?
Yeah, that
lists
would be
all the
nice.
bounties?
Well, the list of bounties and then let you know when they're hit. Now, I do know sometimes a bounty gets hit, and they do not notify anybody about the card being pulled. If it's not hitting a break,
Yeah.
they will not. I forgot what card it was last year that was like that. I knew one of the guys that talked about the card coming out and was like, "Listen, we don't want anybody to know about it. We're getting ready to go walk it in for grading." And then they'll release that, they have the card and what they're going to do with it.
Which is fine. But here's the thing too. I think this idea could work for small bounties as well.
Oh no, I agree.
For chasers, post your bounty, and the website would verify the bounty, verify it was paid or who it was, if the right person, and just an FYI bounty service, bounty hunters. I think it could be
Start it up.
I need help.
It's not like no, it isn't. You open a stupid web page up called Bounty Hunters for Cards.
I don't have the time to do it.
Ziggy, you have plenty of time based on all the comments, all the videos.
I use damn bots for that shit. You know what scripting that takes? I just do think it'd be useful. I really do.
Well, for instance, what are the 3 biggest bounties that are out there right now?
Okay, right now the 3 biggest bounties. The Brady is a huge bounty at $500,000.
Yep.
Volpe's still out there, I think, at 150 or 100.
Volpe's gone. The debut patch has been pulled.
Really?
That got pulled like 2 weeks ago.
See, I didn't know about that one.
Yep, and then
is it Jordan Walker the next one, or is that gone?
No, Bedard Gold has one hasn't been pulled yet.
Oh, that's a big one. That's $1 million, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's $1 million. Yeah, that one's just sitting out there.
And then I guess the other ones would be the Fanatics bounties they have listed, which are like the Luca and all that crap.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yep. Now I don't know how long a bounty runs for. Is there?
Some of them have expiration dates. Some of them don't.
Okay. I'm surprised that Brady hasn't been pulled yet, and I'm really surprised that the Bedard hadn't been pulled yet. Both of those have had a massive amount of product opened, and that's when I started wondering: did they just hold that card back? Like,
both
is it a redemption?
Life-changing cards too.
But are those redemptions? Because remember what they did with Wemby originally, with all the redemptions, and then through that little party. But they were holding that card that they showed, the green card, my first auto card for Wemby. That was never in a pack, ever. So you were chasing something that didn't even exist from what you were originally told. So if Fanatics has done it once, why wouldn't they do it, or anybody else? Like, if you have a card like that, you don't want it to get hit immediately. You don't want to get hit the first 3 months.
The Luca's got a bounty on it too. Those are an older one.
But the Luca's sitting in somebody's closet somewhere. It's some dude that has 1 or 2 boxes, and it's just sitting there. Or it's in a shop that some dude's asking over the right price. It's got dust on it, and it's in a case somewhere, and nobody wants to buy it.
So you think it's out of the pack?
Oh no, it's in the pack still.
Okay.
It's still in a hobby box.
These are all the wonderful things about the hobby.
But this is why I say rip it all. Rip it all. You can't find it if you're sitting on it in a pack. And what's worse than selling that and then somebody else opening it?
We really need a truly rich influencer that could go on a serious fucking bounty hunt. Not like Drake wasting money opening cases, chasing a triple logo man, but like a real.
Brendan says also the Steph Curry Superfractor hasn't been pulled yet either.
Yeah, it's another one. Those I think are harder though. I mean, those products you wonder where the fuck that shit is.
But people back then graded a lot of those packs now. So those packs are in like PSA, BSA holders and stuff like that for graded packs. And the graded packs sell for a lot of money. I always laughed at a graded pack that's a PSA 8 and through a PSA 10 sells for different prices. It's the stupid same thing. Like, it doesn't matter. I mean, what are you grading the edge of the foil? What the fuck are you doing?
Yep. I
don't get that. I don't get that, But yeah, other than that, just those few breaks, opening some cards. I mean, it's been rough on eBay lately to find decent stuff at a decent price.
I've been selling and getting slaughtered, man.
Yeah, selling's been even non-cards because I sell side stuff from eBay or yard sales and stuff like that. Even that's been rough. eBay's starting to become like not a fun place to sell at all.
I'm wondering if we're going to see the same boom everybody expects before the National. I think we might not.
No, we will, because if they're going to, Fanatics going to drop that product before the National, and that's just going to fuel the National.
But will it fuel the hobby?
Yep.
Like, for example, a lot of people are bought a lot of football product. They're expecting to sell their football Prism cards and everything.
They don't care. People are going to buy more stuff. They'll always keep buying more stuff when it's exciting. I don't care who and what. They'll leverage shit. We already know that. People do that. So, but if that's going in, and then if Fanatics does something specific at the National to blow that up too on their end, they want to be the thing everybody's talking about. So they're going to, and they have Tops, so they're going to do something. Okay, no matter what, they're going to make sure everybody else is second fiddle. Okay, if they don't, they're idiots. Like, they need to drop something or make something available there. Like, get all this stir, get all these Instagram people, get all this free publicity by just printing something random and throwing it out there, and people posting big hits, which usually at the National, it's big at the National. A week later, it just slowly dwindles down, like silver packs and stuff like that.
Remember those silver packs.
Correct.
And I'm planning to go there to get silver packs and flip them. I'm also planning to get redemptions and flip some goddamn black box Panini crap.
The problem with silver packs is it's usually a couple cards. The serial numbers are usually on the top of the pack, and people just feel for the serial number to see what they have, and then they decide if they want to open. So unless you are there and somebody gets a couple silver packs and you wanted to buy them, you better get it right at the end of the line around the corner, because if they see you selling them, well, they're not going to allow you to buy anymore. Yeah. They're going to cut you off.
No, I agree. I remember I sold my black boxes right there in line to somebody. Yeah. Very happy to sell 2 of them. Mm-hmm. But that's what I love about the National, because you can definitely make your money right there on just selling those silver packs and the black boxes right there.
Well, that and the freebies, the things that you can enter to win stuff. Like, you do have actually a decent shot of getting stuff and helping repay for something.
And I think this year will be better because less people are going to be there. So I'll be honest, don't go to the National. It's going to suck. Don't show up. Leave everything to me.
I don't think less people will be there probably from 2 Nationals ago, or a National ago, but not a lot less.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm not saying a lot. I think it's going to have a decline. There are already people I know who aren't going to be going, who have kind of backed out, who I thought were going to go. I also think the Fanatics Fest thing will take some momentum. I'm looking forward to that more than the National. Like I said, I really think that's going to be more fun.
Again, if you go to the New York one, what they're saying about the New York one is that's going to be more of a Comic-Con style event, where the Orlando one that'll be down here is going to be more of a card show, which will probably be a baby National, is basically what they're telling me, because I already know people that are going to be involved in both New York and Orlando, especially in Florida. In Florida, like I said, they have a lot of people to pull from, and it's going to be a mini mega event down here, where maybe up there in New York it'll be a little bit more of a spectacle. Down here will feel more card show oriented, with the minor spectacle mixed in.
I'm going to hopefully grab a kid with me too when I go to the Fanatics Fest.
Don't say that. That doesn't sound right.
One of my kids. Grab one of my kids.
There we go.
Sorry about that. That gets misquoted. I'm going to grab a kid. Just pick one off the street, bring him in with me. Yeah, I'm going to use one of my
We're going to clip this, and this will be our Instagram. Instagram.
Thank you. I'm going to grab one of my kids. I think it'll be helpful.
Maybe it could be for sure, because obviously they give a lot to the kids, but I still think they missed the point that kid's only there because of the adult that paid. So
absolutely, and I'm tired of getting beat by those kids.
Well, correct. Oh, the kids. These kids are snipers. Don't play no games with these kids, man. They got better cards than we have, and their parents are funding it, so they're not innocent. I mean, I watched them haggle at a show like their boss. How old are you? 10? I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, Jesus Christ, you're a snake in here, man. You're like, someone will give you 40. He goes, it's 50. The guy's doing this. They're throwing stats out at you. You're like, damn.
I'll do a little video with my kid before, and then I'll do a video afterwards. But yeah, I'll see if I can't use one of my sons or my daughter. I am planning to go to the National. Yeah. So my plan is to go.
When are you going in?
I normally go Thursday and Friday. Thursday and or Friday. I have family in Cleveland. I haven't locked the dates in. It's end of the quarter for me as well. It's like July something, right? Last week of July again?
Yeah, July 24th. I'll be there on the 24th, which is a Tuesday. So it goes through
so I'll probably be there again Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday, probably for me. I think the
'cause
weekend's
I'll be
crazy.
there. Yeah, because I'll have a vendor badge, so I'll be in from the get go when I'm allowed in. Like when they set up, I'll be able to go in through setup.
And I'm gonna try to unload a lot of inventory before then. To be honest, I'm gonna try to sell stuff at the Chantilly show in June, and then go to the national with really just with cash and stuff.
I think that's the best thing is to do that.
But yes, I will do the national. I like to go to the Thursday night. They do the YouTube people get together, and then like I said, Fanatics Fest. I also want to go to Pittsburgh for that event. I'm hoping to see the guys from Mike's Retro Trading Cards there. What's the biggest change in the hobby?
More people in the hobby, and it's become a buy to flip mentality.
Well, I also think, to be honest, from 2020 to now, there's more educated people. People are more aware. Like they've come in. Like I remember then people being in here going, "Well, why is Chronicle not great? I love Chronicle," and I'd be like, "Dude, trust me, Chronicle shit. Stick with Prism." Now we realize that Chronicle shit. So there's more educated people. What I also find really interesting, what kind of gets me, and I will tell you, as it sounds like a get off my fucking lawn thing, is that the voices who are the hobby today have really only been here since 2020.
Yeah, correct.
There are very few that have a voice longer than that. Like it even surprised me. I was listening to
a real voice too, not just I had a channel and I talked about cards 3 times a year. Yeah. Like a real voice. There wasn't a lot, and there were only a couple breakers even on YouTube. In its infancy, which was early 2010, 2009.
Yeah, I don't know where Blez came from as a breaker, honestly, before 2020.
So hold on, Blez came into this as a financial opportunity. He sees in a wheel that he can get into and make money, and he exploits it. That's what Blez does. That's what the Blez.
But he was a 2020 breaker, right? He wasn't before break.
No, he didn't break it originally.
He bought a breaking company.
No. Remember, he worked at what were the guys that did the backyard breaks? Okay.
Yeah.
So he was in with that group originally, saw the money they were making, and then spun out on his own because of just differences. So to me, Blez drives me nuts. I can't even listen to talk, hurts my head. But people seem to like him, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen anybody that really said that, but he gets himself out there. He's really good at understanding publicity. He's really good at selling stuff. He's a salesman. He's a salesman is what he is. And he's really good at it. He is good at it, but I just see, like, I look at him and I can see past the mirror. So I just stay far away.
Well, again, I remember the old school breakers, Platinum, Leighton, Jaspy, Mojo Breaks. And then there's these new ones, Pull Wax, C-Blez, Backyard Breaks. My point to this, though, is that they're the voice now, whether you like it or not. Like I was listening to Card Collector 2 make the comment yesterday when they interviewed Jeff. This was the first industry day he ever went to with Topps.
Yeah.
That shocked me. And I have to assume that was because it was more of exclusive when they was only invite only. He's like, well, I guess I should go to this one. Where in the past years, you can.
No, it's because he's bigger than he was now. He's
even
invited.
Last year, dude. Even last year. Like, why wouldn't he go on last year?
Because he didn't feel it was important. He wasn't in the right crowd at the time. He wasn't. Again, everybody has to pat other people's back. We all give people crap for that, but we all do judge people here. And the thing is they have a business to run. And yes, you got to play ball. That's any business, guys.
I'm just surprised he hadn't gone because remember the one last year was the one where Fanatics said they're going to do something game changing, and that was the debut patches, and they got LeBron. So there were some major changes that last year's industry day. Like, I'll be honest, I would have liked to go on. Even Neo said he would have loved to have gone, and this was closed.
I like to go just because I like to ask questions, poke my head, and then tell them they're all doing it wrong. But
absolutely.
So,
dude, I agree.
I like to go in and raise hell.
I'm super excited. I'm bummed that it was closed, and it makes me, like I even saw the shit they were giving away. I was watching my local card store follow. It looked like they did a good job. I'll put it that way. It looked like they did a damn good job.
Invited everybody to that.
And let me just say this. After watching that, it makes me think to myself, dude, Fanatics Fest is going to be good. I really think you're going to get more than $500 of value in your VIP pack. I really do. Let me see.
Well, we don't know if they're giving away VIP packs yet.
Yes. The VIP package includes a VIP bag.
Yeah, but we don't know what's in it. Like, you get a hat, a T-shirt.
I trust them. Buzz Brothers started breaking in 2017. Really? Okay, I did not know that. I did not know who the hell they were. I had no idea. Yeah, I thought Bloods was breaking before 2017. Okay, 2020.
Okay. Who am I thinking of? Who was with Backyard Breaks that left Backyard Breaks?
Hamblez was never a business. Okay.
Not I don't know nobody named Hamblez.
And one of them is named Backer. Isn't Backer the oldest one?
Who was the guy on Backyard Breaks that left and then started his own break?
Cake Breaks. That guy started Cake Breaks with the girl, right?
No, that was secondary. That was the second people left. There was the first person that left. This is way back during
somebody.
I don't remember much after the
I
shot.
love. It makes me want to have. Like, I'll put it this way. I realize that breaking is really just money. It's cash flow. If you got a lot of money, you can buy your way into that business. You really can.
Yeah, 100%.
Buy the product. You can buy
all
the
it is having the audience. Your audience is the key.
And the product will attract the audience.
Yeah, that's why repacks work so well for certain people. Is
That's
audience.
what I'm telling you, I think the silver bullet, dude, is the only fans breaking. You mix those two, it's game over, baby.
Yeah.
Sex and breaking, it's done. In the comfort of your home, click here to tip.
In the comfort of your car. You're not in your car, Ziggy?
I'm not in my car today. What does this thing? Ham.
More pleasant than Lions, brother. Yeah, then it might be the two. I thought there was somebody before the guy and the girl left.
The young guy stopped gambling a lot. I haven't seen him recently. I do find them entertaining. I'll put it that way.
Now, I remember when Backyard Breaks was one of the very first. Oh shoot, that was here. So we had a show here in the convention center in Tampa when the guy that runs the Jacksonville store, he was involved in the G.I. Joe break with the Pokemon cards. Oh, what was his name? God, Mealy Pops.
Yeah. That guy's
him and a bunch of people. We had a quarterly show for a little while, and the Backyard Break guys were here, and it was like before they were even super big, but they were throwing out like $100 hobby packs off the stage to just in the crowd. And I'm like, oh, all those cards are damaged. Oh, I gotta grab one in the air, otherwise the cards are damaged.
PSA 8.
Those weren't even hit an 8, man. Those were rough. They were ninja starring them 50 yards. So
disrespect to the hobby. These young
they didn't really know what they were doing at that time. They were just trying to act a fool because that's what was popular.
Oh man, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I come up on an hour. I want to keep it, to about an hour. I love the audience though. Thank you everybody for chiming in, questions, comments. Trying to think, man. I don't think anything's gonna be happening next 2 weeks for me break wise, but
break wise, no. I think, like I said, I'm gonna lay low for a while now. I still have product open here. I always have like a little mini store in my house, so if I get really itchy, I can just open something and I'll be okay.
Yeah, I found some stuff too. I'm gonna open too. I found these old boxes. I'm looking for cards to grade, so I'm gonna rip that, make some videos and shit if I hit anything.
Thanks.
I need to get a PSA submission.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for coming out, watching us make fools of ourselves, and chit chat a little bit about the hobby.
Absolutely, man. Thank you guys. Thanks, Mike.
No problem.
Have a great week. We'll be back in 2 weeks, man.
Yep.
And the music worked out really well, man.